Good day. Welcome to Belle Air. I am Belleve and I'll be your travel agent for the duration of this video. Please remain comfortably seated as I go over a few important announcements on the do's and don'ts when air traveling. Hey Belleoveds! Hope everybody is well. Today we're talking on one of my very favorite subjects, travel. As an airline agent myself, I figured I'd bring this to you as a knowledgeable resource in helping you avoid faux pas, disappointment, embarrassment, heart-crushing situations that can really get you really upset. So, hope you enjoy it and let's get right into it. All right, we're going to start with the 7 do's when air traveling. The 7 do's. Do number 1. Check in early, y'all. Check in early. You don't want to miss your flight. So if you're traveling domestic, you want to check in at least 2 hours before your flight. 2 hours. That includes if you're checking a luggage, okay? If you're checking a bag to go beneath the aircraft. If you're going internationally, you want to check in 3 hours. 3 hours before your flight. Don't miss your flight. Get there on time. Give yourself enough time to check in. Make sure you have everything and you're not missing anything out, okay? So that's do number 1. Do number 2, check that your name matches your luggage tag. Check that your name matches your luggage tag. What that means is when you go check in, right, and you see an agent at the ticket counter and you go check in your luggage, make sure that luggage, before they take it to bring it to TSA or wherever they go to scan it, has your name on it. Make sure that name is, that tag is your name on it, because if it's someone else's, that bag has a high possibility of being lost, okay? So make sure their name matches on that name tag, and so there will be no problems. All right, do number 3. Meet the weight requirement, okay? Most airlines require 50 pounds per bag. If you do have more than 50 and you need to check in more, it's probably more cheaper to pay for another bag versus paying for an overweight bag, okay? Because the overweight bag, I'm not sure what it might be, but it could be more than actually paying for a whole new bag. So just put the extra weight in the new bag and just do that route versus paying for the extra weight. In some cases, if it's 1 or 2 pounds over, it depends on who you get. Some people might say it's okay. Some might say just take it out, put it in your carry-on or your personal item to avoid any extra charges. So it all depends. Every situation is different. All right, so do number 4. Be pleasant. Be pleasant. Pleasant goes a long way, y'all, okay? You don't want to be, very rude, or you don't want to be seen as someone who is just demanding, okay? There's many frustrations involved in air traveling, okay, and we get it. There's people who are new at this and might miss their flight. They can't get where they need to go, but just check yourself sometimes and just be like, okay, calm face on, pleasant face on, in order to avoid any extra issues. Okay, so pleasant behavior goes a long way. So be pleasant. All right, do number 5. Be prompt. Be prompt. Get there on time and be prompt. Reason being, and this is at the gate, not just at the airport, but at the gate, okay? Reason being is boarding starts typically, for most airlines, 45 minutes before the flight departs, okay? That's with a domestic mostly. If it's international, they typically board an hour before the departure time. So get there on time. If your flight says departs at, say for instance, 10 a.m., you want to be at the gate by 9 a.m. Yes, because around 9:15 is when they might start boarding for domestic, okay? Some people might see that on their itinerary and say, oh, I got enough time, I'm going to make it. Well, not if they board quickly. Well, sometimes the flight leaves early, so be there on time Don't think that that departure time means that it's when it leaves. They actually board 45 minutes. So sometimes you might be able to meet the ending of the boarding, and sometimes you may not. And they close the flight typically around 15 minutes before the departure time. Because why? They need to close the gate, close the door, aircraft door. They got to back up the aircraft. So all of that includes in the takeoff time, the departure time. Okay. And do number 6. Make sure that you receive the gate check with your name on it. Okay, what am I talking about? All right, let's say you're at the gate and you have a stroller or an extra bag or a car seat or some assistant device, or say for instance, you're a musician and you need to check in your guitar. Make sure when you check it at the gate, now sometimes it might be free at the gate, but just make sure they give you a gate check tag. And typically that's the color pink, okay? And sometimes it might be white, but it's mostly pink, and they call that a gate check tag. Make sure that tag has your name on it, okay? You want to make sure it has your name on it because it gets to wherever it's going and then you may not see it again. So make sure your name is on it. If the agent say, okay, I'll gate check your bag for you, you say, sure, thank you so much. Once they put it on your bag or your item, look down, make sure it's yours. Oh, and make sure they give you the tag that matches it, because every gate tag has a matching ticket that you could go claim at the gate for your bag, okay? So make sure you have that. Everything has to match. Your name, the tag, and the piece of information that's given to you to match the tag. Do number 7, okay? When you arrive at your final destination, do verify that you receive the correct bag, okay? Many bags look alike, okay? So when you go to the bag check area, make sure that the bag you have is yours. Make sure it looks like it's yours. It looks like yours, right? Before you take that bag and walk away with it, y'all, it takes seconds just to look down, see if that bag is yours before you walk away with it. Just look and verify. So make sure the bag tag is, well, not the bag tag, the bag is yours. And if you verified before you take off at the previous airport, you wouldn't have to have that problem, right? Because you would have already verified it was your bag. Now, what you're doing is verifying that it's still your bag versus someone else who might have this similar bag that might look like yours. All right, y'all. So now is the time to be going on the don'ts. The don'ts. Yes. So the don'ts. Okay. Y'all listening? You got your ears on? Okay. Trying to help y'all. Don't number 1. Do not pack your keys, wallet, expensive jewelry in your checked luggage, y'all. Don't pack your expensive items in your checked luggage. All right. Your keys, your jewelry, your wallet, your CPAP, things that you need for your life. Do not pack it in your check bag. Okay? We all expect our bag to arrive at the final destination in one piece, successfully. However, sometimes, just very small portion of the time, it will not. And in case of that time, you want to make sure you have your items. We need our keys to get to our cars and our house, right? You need your wallet with your personal information, right? Just simply pack it in your carry-on. You got a backpack, you have like a purse, ladies, you have, put it there. Put it on your personal item or your on-hand check luggage, okay? Personal item or your carry-on luggage, yes, or your carry-on luggage. So don't put those things in there, okay? Don't number 2. Don't hog the armrest, okay? How many times you travel, right? And you're in a seat, and you're trying to just have a little arm space, just to just to rest a little bit, and somebody's next to you, like wanted to take the whole seat up, the whole seat, as if they paid for this. I'm gonna take this, but no. Just be courteous, please. Be courteous. Be considerate. That people are already stiff when they go travel. They're already tense because they're sitting next to strangers. So you're already like this, right? You're tensed. Every now and then you want to relax those shoulders and rest your arm. Rest your arm on the side and just be comfortable. Be comfortable. But when you have someone hogging and taking all the arm space without any consideration of, oh, this person's looking a little tense over there, let me pull on the side a little bit for them. That's all you got to do, is just pull on the side a little bit. Give them some space, give them some armrest time. So nothing wrong with that, right? So don't hog the armrest when in flight. Be courteous of other passengers' needs, and everyone can have a safe and happy, relaxing flight, right? All right. Don't number 3. Another in-air personal courtesy. Don't refuse to lower your window shades. Yes. Don't refuse to lower your window shades. You're traveling with someone, right? Well, not with someone. You're traveling by yourself, and you have the window, right? Sunny outside, a lot of lights coming in, blazing, and you love the sun. Yeah, we get it. We love the sun too. We want the sun to shine on our face. But what if there's someone next to you on a business trip and they're typing on their laptop? They can't see what they're doing because the glare is coming to them. And I know some people will be like, well, I don't care. I paid for my flight. I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to look outside when I want. If you have to, just put it down halfway, a little bit, like just halfway, y'all. Just so everyone could have a little shade. Some have no shade. Some have a little shade. Be courteous. Be courteous. That's all it takes. Just a little courtesy goes a long way. Okay? So next time you travel and you have the window and there's a lot of sun coming in, be courteous of what the person next to you. They might not like the sun. Heck, they might have just got their eyes dilated from a eye appointment and can't see, can't do well in the sun. So that's that. All right. So don't number 4. Oh, I love this topic. Don't get drunk before your flight. Don't get drunk before your flight, okay? Y'all hear me? All right, the reason why. Okay, if you do have to have a few drinks, make sure you're able to control yourself. Make sure you're responsible. Why? Because if it's detected and you're not able to control yourself, or you start arguing with or fussing with someone on the aircraft before the flight, guess what? You'll be quickly escorted off the flight, okay? You'll be quickly escorted. Flight attendants do not like going in the air with people who are very ferocious, okay? Who are quick to make arguments, okay? So if you're a drinker and you don't make any fuss, fine, whatever. Do you. It's you, right? That's you. But if you're the type, and you know yourself, to not like to be in that range of courtesy, don't do it. Just stay, sober. Okay, that's that. Don't number 5. Don't hang on to someone's bag if you take the wrong bag. You reach to your final destination and you took the wrong bag, but you went all the way home. You thought it was your bag It looks just like your bag. You go in the bag to get something from it and you realize, what the heck? This is not my bag. Don't hang on to it. Don't hang on to it. Call the airline or just go straight to back to the airport. Go back to the airport and give back the bag. Why? Because the person whose bag you may be holding on to may have some very important medication in there that they need to take at that very moment. But if that person had followed rule number whatever it was to not put their medication in the bag, it wouldn't have been that. But it's not just medication, y'all. It could be anything. It could be something sentimental, maybe a kid's blanket that they need to sleep at night, anything. So don't hold on to the bag. Bring the bag back so that the person could get their bag. Because, it's just not right. People need this stuff, okay? And don't number 7. I have to pause on this one. I got to pause on this one. Do not book a flight with the intention of stopping halfway. What do I mean by that? If you have to take 2 stops to go to your destination, but you really want to stop at that first stop, don't book that flight because it's cheaper just because you want to get a cheaper airfare, but you're not going to go all the way through. Okay? For instance, you booking from JFK to Tampa, Florida, but you have to stop in Atlanta. If you want to go to Atlanta, technically, book yourself from JFK to Atlanta. Don't book yourself from New York to Tampa and then stop in Atlanta. Don't. There's a term for this that we know of, airline agents know of, and I won't mention it, but just know that the repercussions would not be nice. It's not worth it, y'all. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys able to use this in your own travels. If you do decide to travel during COVID, be safe, follow the airline and airport guidelines, and just be courteous and make a plan. If you have to write out a plan on what you're going to do or to remember to do, because some people, when they enter into the airport, they forget everything. It's like anxiety kicks in, right? Especially if you're not used to flying. Anxiety kicks in. You forget where you are, who you are, what you have, what you don't have. So taking the time to really evaluate and see what you have, what you don't have, where you're going. The lighter the better, Put your passport away, put your ID away. When you need it, you take it out, okay? Put it somewhere where you could find it easily. Otherwise, things will just get misplaced. You think you had it in your hand and you put it down and it gets lost. So just breathe, take a few moments, get yourself together before you go on that plane, before you even enter the airport, because sometimes the airport door, it's like people just forget who they are when they enter the door. So I hope this helps, y'all. Thank you so much for listening, and like, share, comment, whatever you feel. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, beloveds. God bless.